Hello everyone, here welcome back to my channel. I trust everyone is doing great today. In today's video I would love to share with you one of my favorite soup from Calabar, that is Afang soup. So if you want to learn how I make this delicious soup, keep watching. These are the ingredients we'll be using. We have some washed snail, some periwinkles, some smoked fish. We'll also be using some beef, and I also have some stockfish. Then I'll also use some goat meat. I prefer the male goat meat because it gets done easily. Some cow skin, fresh water leaf. I will also use some sliced afang leaf, that is okaza leaf. So have some correct palm oil. We need a correct palm oil for this. Beef seasoning powder, salt for taste, dry shrimps or prawn, some okpei, that is locust bean powder, some ground Cameroon pepper and fresh habanero pepper. I also have some crayfish. So we are starting by boiling our protein. In there is some washed cow skin, okporoko head, and washed dry fish. Then I will season with seasoning powder, that is beef seasoning powder, and some grounded Cameroon pepper. I will add enough water to cover the proteins. Then I will give it a good stir, cover and allow it to cook for 20 minutes on a medium-high heat. In a separate pot, I added some washed goat meat. Then I will go ahead and add some beef. Then I'll season with yellow habanero pepper. Then I'll add some beef seasoning powder, salt. Then I'll give it a good stir, cover and allow it to cook on a medium-low heat for 15 to 20 minutes until the meat absorb most of the ingredients we added to it and as well release its own liquid. So while the proteins are cooking, I will go ahead to clean and wash the water leaf. Then I will set it aside to use later. So after like 15 minutes or 20 minutes of simmering on a low heat, I will give the protein a good stir, that is the beef and the goat meat. I'll give it a good stir because at this time it has released some of its water. So I added enough water, cover and allow it to cook on a low heat for more 20 to 25 minutes until the meats are almost 80% done. So at this point I will go ahead to wash the water leaf, then set them aside to use later. I will also wash the okazi leaf or the afang leaf at the same time, then keep them aside to prep later. So I sprinkle some salt on all the vegetables to wash and clean them thoroughly. Please remember that the quantity of vegetables like the water leaf to use should be more than the quantity of the afang leaf. It should be like a ratio of 8:2. That is 80% of water leaf and 20% of afang leaf. So at this point I'm using my multifunction food processor to process or to slice this vegetable. I will slice it in a tiny bit because using this processor helps my work to be fast and easy. You will see how tiny it slice or it chop the vegetables, so you won't waste your time while you are cooking. So at this point I'll transfer in a bowl, then set aside to use later. I will also use the same food processor to blend or chop the afang leaf without adding any water. You can use a mortar to achieve this, but I think this is much easier to work with. So for more interesting videos, please subscribe, like, share and comment, and please turn on the bell notification so you get to know when a new video is dropped on this channel. And to all my subscribers and returning viewers, thank you so much for always tuning in to watch. God bless you. So I transferred the blended afang bowl, then I'll set aside. At this point the protein, that the fish, the stockfish and the cow skin has cooked properly, so I'll quickly transfer the beef and the goat meat into the pot, then add the meat stock At this point, I will add the snails. I will also add the periwinkle and the shrimps. Then I will give it a good stir. Add some blended crayfish. Then add a little water for it to cook properly. Then cover, allow it to simmer for like 3 to 5 minutes until all the proteins and the ingredients combine properly. So after simmering on a medium high heat for about 5 minutes, I will go ahead to add enough palm oil. You know, this soup traditionally needs enough palm oil to cook and taste better. So I will give it a good stir, then cover, allow it to simmer for like 2 minutes. So after 2 minutes, I will go ahead to add the chopped water leaf. You know, water leaf contains enough water, so we don't need a lot of water base to make this soup, because the water leaf on its own is going to release its own water. So after adding, we give it a good stir, then cover, allow it to cook for like 2 to 3 minutes on a low heat. So after about 3 minutes of simmering on a low heat, this amount of water you are seeing are from the water leaf. So I will give it a good stir as well. Then at this point, I will go ahead to add the blended or pounded afang leaf or okpei leaf. Then I'll also add enough palm oil, because this soup honestly needs enough palm oil, because that is how it will taste so delicious and taste better, and that is how to traditionally make this soup. Okay, but if you don't like too much palm oil in your soup, you can reduce the quantity or the amount you are adding. So I will give it a good stir, then cover, allow it to simmer or cook on a low heat for few more seconds. So after a few seconds, you stir, then taste and adjust seasoning if needed. Then at this point, I will add some crayfish. So please, for more interesting video, remember to subscribe, turn on the post notification so you get to know when a new video is dropped on this channel. Like, share and comment. Thank you. So our soup is ready, and it tastes so good, so delicious, and looks so beautiful. You can pair this soup with any of your favorite fufu. Paired mine with some pounded yam. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.